Limitless Mindset. Defeat anything with this limitless mindset. Introduction. Imagine facing the toughest challenge of your life, feeling like everything is stacked against you, whether it's a personal struggle, a career setback, or a battle with your own fears. Now, what if I told you there's a mindset so powerful, so unshakable, that it can transform that very challenge into your greatest triumph? A mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones and failure into an opportunity for growth. This isn't just about surviving tough situations. It's about thriving through them. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't just face challenges head-on, but defeats them with unrelenting force. A mindset so unstoppable that nothing, not fear, not failure, not even the odds stacked against you, can stand in your way. Today we're unlocking the secret to this limitless mindset that can help you overcome anything life throws your way. This isn't about wishing for success. It's about becoming the kind of person who makes success inevitable. Are you ready to unlock your true potential and conquer everything in your path? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Power of Unwavering Belief. Everything begins with belief. The foundation of overcoming any challenge starts with the simple yet powerful act of believing that you can. Belief is the spark that ignites all progress. Without it, you're already defeated before you even begin. If you doubt your ability to succeed, you're setting yourself up for failure. But when you believe in yourself, something incredible happens. You become unstoppable. Belief is not just about thinking positively. It's about having the confidence that you can tackle anything life throws at you. It's important to develop a mindset where no obstacle feels too big to handle and no challenge seems too tough to conquer. You have to understand that believing in yourself is the first step to turning the impossible into the possible. If you have faith that you can achieve something, you've already completed half the journey. Look at the most successful people in the world, whether they are inventors, athletes, leaders, or anyone who has achieved greatness. They didn't have it easy. They faced obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But what set them apart was their unshakable belief in their ability to succeed. They knew that challenges were just part of the process, and they were willing to keep going, no matter how hard it got. Their belief in themselves, in their vision, and in their purpose pushed them to keep moving forward even when the road seemed impossible. When self-doubt creeps in, don't let it control you. Instead, combat it with this affirmation: I can and I will overcome this. Repeat it whenever you face challenges. These words will become your anchor, grounding you in your belief and reminding you that you are capable of achieving great things, no matter the circumstances. Belief is the key that unlocks your potential and sets you on the path to success. Remember, belief isn't just about blind faith. It's about trust in your own abilities and recognizing that you are stronger than any obstacle in your way. The power of unwavering belief means showing up even when you feel unsure and pushing through moments of doubt. Belief gives you the resilience to bounce back from failure, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep trying again and again. When you truly believe in yourself, you develop the courage to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with relentless determination. Belief is the fuel that keeps you moving, even when the road ahead seems unclear. It builds a foundation of self-worth that becomes unshakable, no matter what challenges you face. So, remember, no matter where you are today, with belief, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Chapter 2. Embrace challenges, don't avoid them. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones to growth. Many people make the mistake of avoiding difficulties, hoping to live a smooth and easy life. But the truth is, challenges are essential to progress. They are opportunities in disguise, giving us the chance to learn, grow, and strengthen our resilience. When you embrace challenges, you unlock your potential to become more than you ever thought possible. The mindset that defeats anything doesn't avoid the struggle. It steps into it with confidence and determination. Life is full of difficulties, whether it's facing personal setbacks, work-related challenges, or dealing with external pressures. The key is how you respond to them. If you try to avoid challenges, you miss out on the lessons they bring. Every difficulty carries wisdom, and by confronting it, you will learn something valuable about yourself and the world around you. Think of every successful person you admire. None of them achieved greatness by avoiding challenges. Instead, they welcomed them. They knew that success wasn't a straight line, and that growth comes from overcoming obstacles. They faced adversity head-on, learning from each setback, adjusting their approach, and pressing forward with even more determination. Every challenge they faced made them stronger and more capable of handling whatever came next. In order to succeed, you need to reframe how you view challenges. Instead of seeing them as things to fear or avoid, view them as opportunities to improve. Whether it's learning a new skill, stepping out of your comfort zone, or solving a complex problem, challenges build your character. They refine your abilities and teach you the kind of perseverance that guarantees success. When you face challenges with the right mindset, they lose their power to defeat you. Instead, they become the fuel that propels you forward, and each time you conquer one, your confidence grows, making the next challenge easier to face. The more you embrace challenges, the more you build a mindset that's ready to defeat anything in your path. The next time you encounter a challenge, stop and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? Approach every obstacle with the mindset of a student, ready to grow and learn. Remember, challenges don't define you, they refine you. Embrace them and let them shape you into the person you need to become to achieve your dreams. Chapter 3. Take full responsibility. One of the most empowering steps you can take in overcoming any obstacle is taking full responsibility for your life. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but rather recognizing that you are the one in control of how you react to every situation. When you take responsibility, you stop looking for excuses or blaming external circumstances, and instead focus on what you can do to make things better. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that while you can't always control what happens to you, you always have control over your responses. You become the driver of your own life, rather than letting the circumstances dictate your journey. When you hold yourself accountable, you reclaim your power and realize that you have the ability to shape your future with every decision you make. This mindset is what separates those who stay stuck from those who move forward. People who blame others for their struggles are often trapped in a cycle of victimhood, feeling powerless to change. But when you accept full responsibility, you break free from that mindset. You stop waiting for the world to change for you, and you start changing yourself, your actions, and your mindset. Consider the most successful people you know or admire. They don't blame others when things go wrong. Instead, they assess what went wrong, take responsibility for their part in it, and then adjust their approach. They understand that success is not about avoiding mistakes, but learning from them. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth because they take full ownership of their path. Taking responsibility also means taking ownership of your emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively to situations or blaming others for how you feel, you choose how to respond. You don't let external events dictate your state of mind. You are in control of your emotions, and this mindset gives you the strength to stay calm and focused, no matter what happens around you. Reflect on a situation where you've been blaming external factors for your struggles. How can you shift your focus to take full responsibility for your actions or reactions? What can you do to move forward from that situation? By taking responsibility for your life, you free yourself from excuses and open the door to limitless possibilities. No matter what happens, you know that you have the power to shape your experience and that you are the one who holds the key to your success. Chapter 4. Master your mindset. Your mindset is everything. It shapes your reality, determines how you respond to challenges, and ultimately decides whether you succeed or fail. A mindset that can defeat anything is one that is rooted in strength, resilience, and clarity. It is the lens through which you view the world, and it can either hold you back or propel you forward. Mastering your mindset means taking control of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions, rather than letting them control you. The power of mindset lies in your ability to reframe your thoughts. When you face adversity, it's easy to fall into negative thinking patterns. You might think, "I can't do this," or "this is too hard." But those thoughts are not facts. They are simply your current perspective. You can choose to change them. By shifting your mindset, you can transform a problem into a challenge, a failure into a lesson, and an obstacle into an opportunity for growth. A mindset that defeats anything is one that is solution-focused. Instead of dwelling on what's going wrong, you shift your focus to what can be done to make things better. When things get tough, it's easy to get caught up in negativity, but a strong mindset doesn't allow room for that. It centers on what's within your control and stays focused on the bigger picture. Every setback becomes a chance to reassess, learn, and improve. Mastering your mindset also means controlling your emotions. It's about not letting anger, fear, or frustration cloud your judgment. In stressful situations, it's easy to react impulsively. But when you practice emotional control, you can stay calm, think clearly, and make better decisions. This is where true strength lies, not in avoiding emotions, but in choosing how to respond to them. The more you train your mind to stay focused, positive, and resilient, the more you develop the mental toughness needed to face any challenge. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Over time, you'll begin to notice that challenges that once felt overwhelming now feel like manageable obstacles. You'll become less affected by external circumstances and more empowered to create the results you want in your life. Every morning, take 5 minutes to meditate or practice positive affirmations to set the tone for your day. Focus on cultivating a mindset of gratitude, resilience, and possibility. When negative thoughts arise, consciously replace them with empowering beliefs about yourself and your ability to succeed. Mastering your mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, it becomes second nature. The more you nurture and refine your mindset, the more powerful and unstoppable you become. And with that power, you can defeat anything that stands in your way. Chapter 5. Persist until you succeed. Persistence is the unsung hero behind every success story. It's the ability to keep moving forward, even when everything seems to be working against you. The most successful people in the world did not get there by simply being talented or lucky. They got there by being relentless in their pursuit of their goals. Persistence is the quality that keeps you going when others would give up. It's the ability to rise after every fall and keep pushing toward your dreams, no matter how many setbacks you face. Success is rarely instantaneous. It often comes after repeated failures, difficult decisions, and countless attempts to make things work. But in those moments of struggle is where persistence shows its true power. Every time you encounter a roadblock, you have two choices. You can quit, or you can keep going. People who succeed are those who choose to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Think of any great achievement you admire, whether it's someone who built a successful business, overcame a personal challenge, or accomplished a long-held dream. Most likely, they didn't get there with one easy break. They faced obstacles, had doubts, and often questioned if it was worth the effort. But their persistence is what carried them through. They learned to embrace setbacks as part of the process, rather than obstacles to avoid. With every failure, they learned valuable lessons, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward with even more determination. It's easy to give up when the going gets tough. The world we live in often rewards instant gratification, making it tempting to quit when results aren't immediate. But persistence is built over time, through small, consistent actions, even when you can't see the outcome right away. This is where the real power lies. It's not about the immediate reward, but the resilience you build in the pursuit of your goals. It's the daily commitment to continue, even when progress feels slow, even when things feel uncertain. Persistence isn't just about working hard. It's about being smart and adaptable in your approach. It's about learning from your mistakes and continuously improving. When you encounter failure, instead of seeing it as a defeat, see it as an opportunity to grow. The people who persist are the ones who are willing to adjust their strategies, try new things, and find a different way forward when one path doesn't work. They understand that success is a process, not a destination. Another key to persistence is having a clear vision. When you know exactly what you're working toward, the obstacles along the way become less intimidating. You're no longer discouraged by challenges because your vision is stronger than any temporary setback. A strong vision gives you the motivation to keep moving forward, even when you're tired or discouraged. It's like having a compass guiding you through the storm. Persistence also means trusting the process. When things aren't going your way, it can be easy to lose hope or feel like you're stuck. But the most successful people understand that progress isn't always linear. There will be ups and downs, periods of rapid growth, and times when it feels like you're not moving at all. But persistence is about trusting that every effort, no matter how small, is taking you closer to your goal. It's about understanding that success takes time and effort, and that every step, no matter how insignificant it seems, is part of the bigger journey. Many of us have heard the saying, "Rome wasn't built in a day." That's the truth about persistence. It's not about doing everything perfectly from the start. It's about showing up every day, taking action, and being patient with yourself as you grow and improve. The more persistent you are, the more you'll learn, the more you'll grow, and the closer you'll get to achieving your dreams. Over time, the small efforts you put in every day compound into something bigger than you ever imagined. Identify a goal or dream that you've been hesitant to pursue because of past failures or doubts. Make a plan to take one small action toward that goal every day, no matter how small it may seem. Every time you feel discouraged, remind yourself that persistence will get you there. Keep going, even when it feels difficult. Remember, it's not the people who are naturally gifted who succeed. It's the people who don't quit. By learning to persist, you create a foundation of strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment. With persistence, you can transform any setback into a comeback and turn your dreams into reality. The only way to truly fail is to give up, so keep pushing forward, no matter how hard it gets. The reward is waiting for you on the other side. Chapter 6. Focus on what you can control. In life, there are countless things that are beyond our control. We can't control the actions of others, the weather, or many of the external circumstances that impact our lives. However, There is one thing we always have control over: our own actions, thoughts, and responses. A mindset that can defeat anything focuses on what is within its power to change, what is within its direct control. When we face difficult situations, it's easy to get overwhelmed by everything that is out of our control. We may start to worry about things we can't change, like how others perceive us or how certain events might unfold. But constantly worrying about what you can't control only drains your energy and distracts you from the things that truly matter. A powerful mindset is one that shifts its focus to what can be controlled and works relentlessly on those areas. When you focus on what you can control, you're giving yourself the power to make meaningful changes in your life. For example, you can't control how other people behave or react, but you can control how you respond to them. If someone insults you, you can't control their words, but you can control your reaction to them. By choosing to remain calm and composed, you not only protect your peace, but you also regain control of the situation, turning it into a moment of strength instead of a moment of weakness. Focusing on what you can control doesn't mean ignoring the things that are outside of your influence. It simply means not letting them consume your thoughts or actions. This mindset frees you from unnecessary stress and helps you channel your energy into productive, positive actions. You'll find that when you focus on improving yourself, your environment, and your mindset, the things outside your control start to matter less. You become less affected by the uncontrollable because you've built a solid foundation of control over your own life. Another key aspect of focusing on what you can control is recognizing your own behavior and choices. Every day, you have the opportunity to choose how you show up in the world. You choose your attitude, your work ethic, and your reactions to life's ups and downs. In a world where so much feels unpredictable, your choices remain one of the few things that are entirely up to you. You have the power to choose your response to every situation, and in doing so, you create the life you want. Take control of your thoughts. Negative thinking can be a huge roadblock to success. When you focus on self-doubt or fear, you give those thoughts power over you. But by consciously choosing to focus on positivity, hope, and possibility, you take away that power. Every thought you entertain shapes your reality, and when you take control of your thoughts, you begin to shape a reality that works in your favor. Focusing on what you can control also means taking care of your physical and mental well-being. You may not be able to control every external factor that affects your health, but you can control what you eat, how often you exercise, and how much time you dedicate to rest and recovery. These simple daily decisions can make a massive difference in your overall well-being. By focusing on maintaining your health, you equip yourself with the energy and strength needed to tackle challenges head-on. When you concentrate on your own personal growth and development, you empower yourself. You start focusing on your skills, your mindset, and your ability to handle adversity. By improving yourself every day, you build the resilience and adaptability needed to face whatever life throws your way. And when you focus on what you can control, you begin to realize how much power you actually have to shape your own life. Identify one area of your life where you've been focusing on things outside of your control. Shift your energy to something you can control, like your attitude, actions, or self-care habits. Take at least one concrete step today toward improving what is within your power to change. Remember, life is unpredictable, and many things are outside our control. But by focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, you shift the balance of power back into your hands. When you master this, you become an unstoppable force, able to handle anything that comes your way with grace and strength. Chapter 7. Turn pain into power. Pain, whether emotional or physical, is something that we all experience at some point in our lives. It's an inevitable part of the human condition. But the difference between those who thrive and those who falter is how they respond to pain. A mindset that can defeat anything doesn't run from pain or try to avoid it. It turns it into power. It transforms suffering into strength, disappointment into motivation, and hardship into fuel for growth. Pain can feel overwhelming, and in the moment it can seem like the end of the road. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a failed project, a broken relationship, or even the pain of failure, it's easy to feel defeated and powerless. But it's crucial to understand that pain is not the end. It's just a chapter in your story. How you handle pain is what defines you. Will you let it consume you, or will you use it to propel you forward? The first step in turning pain into power is to stop viewing pain as a weakness or a setback. Instead, see it as a teacher, an opportunity for growth. Every painful experience carries a lesson with it. When you go through something difficult, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? Pain can provide valuable insights if you are willing to look for them. It can show you where you need to heal, what you need to change, and where you can grow. Take, for example, the story of a professional athlete who suffers an injury. While the injury may be painful and discouraging, it can also be an opportunity for that athlete to grow stronger in other ways. They may have to focus on different aspects of their training, develop new skills, or learn patience and perseverance. The athlete's journey isn't over because of pain. It's just taking a different path. And when they come back stronger, they owe it to the lessons they learned during their time of struggle. Similarly, in life, setbacks can help you reassess your goals and push you to become more resourceful. Instead of seeing a failure as an insurmountable roadblock, shift your mindset to see it as a stepping stone. You can use the lessons learned from failure to refine your approach and ultimately succeed. The pain of failure teaches resilience, determination, and creative problem-solving. In the process of overcoming pain, you become more capable and more equipped to face future challenges. Turning pain into power also requires emotional mastery. It's not enough to simply endure the pain. You must learn how to manage your emotional response to it. Pain often triggers strong emotions such as sadness, anger, frustration, or fear. But when you allow these emotions to control you, you give away your power. Instead, acknowledge your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Allow yourself to feel, but don't let pain cloud your judgment or distract you from your goals. In the moments of struggle, practice mindfulness and take a step back. Breathe deeply and remind yourself that this pain is temporary and can be used as a stepping stone toward a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Another way to turn pain into power is through self-reflection. Take time to sit with your emotions, understand where the pain is coming from and how it is affecting you. This deep reflection allows you to process the experience and ultimately use it as a tool for personal development. When you're able to look back at difficult moments in your life and see the growth that came from them, you'll realize that pain wasn't something to fear. It was the catalyst for change. Remember, some of the most inspiring success stories come from people who have endured incredible pain and hardship. They didn't let pain break them. Instead, they used it as the fire to fuel their passion and purpose. They turned their struggles into motivation to push forward, achieve more, and become more resilient. The more you learn to turn pain into power, the stronger and more unstoppable you will become. The next time you face pain or hardship, take a moment to reflect on the lesson it may be teaching you. Ask yourself, how can I use this experience to grow and become stronger? Look for the opportunities within the pain to become a more powerful, resilient version of yourself. Turning pain into power is not easy, but it's one of the most transformative skills you can develop. It's about changing your perspective and realizing that pain is not a roadblock, but a pathway to growth. Every painful experience carries with it the potential for profound change and personal evolution. When you learn to harness the energy of pain, you can use it as a driving force to create the life you desire. Remember, pain is temporary, but the power you gain from it can last a lifetime. Chapter 8. Embrace the power of now. The present moment is the most powerful moment you will ever experience. It is where all your energy, focus, and action must reside. Yet many of us spend so much time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future that we fail to recognize the strength and potential of the now. The mindset that defeats anything is one that fully embraces the power of the present moment. It's about being aware of what's happening right now, appreciating the small moments, and using each moment to its fullest. So often, we are caught up in the endless cycle of thinking about what has happened or what might happen. We replay past mistakes, regrets, and failures in our minds, or we worry about future events that may never even occur. This constant distraction not only prevents us from living fully, but it also robs us of our power. When you focus on the past, you waste today. When you focus on the future, you miss the opportunities that are available to you right now. The key to success lies in being present. In every moment, there is the potential for growth, action, and creation. When you're fully immersed in the present, you tap into your highest level of potential. Every decision, every action, and every interaction becomes an opportunity to move forward. You are no longer hindered by the mistakes of yesterday or the uncertainties of tomorrow. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do right now. The power of now comes from understanding that it is the only time we truly have control over. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come. The only thing you can truly change is the present. By focusing on the present, you remove distractions and bring clarity to your goals. If you spend all your time worrying about what could go wrong or what went wrong in the past, you miss the opportunity to make things right now. It's in the present that all your actions, thoughts, and emotions align to shape your future. One of the most important steps in embracing the power of now is letting go of the need for control over things that are beyond your reach. You can't control the past or predict the future with certainty, but you can control how you respond to the present moment. By staying focused on the here and now, you cultivate a sense of calm and inner peace, knowing that you are doing everything you can at this very moment to move toward your goals. Being present also means letting go of distractions. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, work, relationships, and countless other things can pull your attention away from what really matters. A powerful mindset is one that chooses to silence these distractions and give full attention to the task at hand. Whether you are working, spending time with loved ones, or even relaxing, the more present you are, the more productive and meaningful your experiences will be. Another benefit of embracing the present moment is the reduction of stress and anxiety. When you're caught in the cycle of worrying about what might happen in the future, your mind becomes overwhelmed. You begin to imagine worst-case scenarios and allow those fears to dictate your actions. But when you choose to focus on the present, you break free from this cycle. You realize that the future is not yet written and the past cannot be undone. All you can do is take action now and trust that your efforts will lead you to where you need to be. A key practice in embracing the power of now is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully engaged with whatever you are doing at the moment. Whether you are eating, walking, working, or spending time with others, mindfulness means giving your complete attention to the present activity. By doing this, you stop wasting mental energy on distractions and start living life more intentionally. Mindfulness can be as simple as noticing the sensation of your breath or the feeling of your feet on the ground as you walk. These small moments of awareness bring you into the present and give you a deep sense of connection to the world around you. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can create a ripple effect in every area of your life. The more mindful you become, the more you develop the ability to stay grounded in the present moment, no matter what life throws your way. This doesn't mean you won't have challenges or difficult emotions. It means you'll have the strength and clarity to face them head-on. By focusing on the present, you empower yourself to make choices that align with your true desires and values. Take 5 minutes every day to practice mindfulness. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and simply observe the present moment without judgment. Pay attention to your surroundings, your thoughts, and your feelings. Use this time to reconnect with the power of now and let it guide you throughout your day. When you embrace the power of now, you stop postponing your dreams and start taking action today. Every moment becomes an opportunity to create, to learn, and to grow. By choosing to live in the present, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity that will help you overcome any challenge. You will stop waiting for the perfect moment and start realizing that the perfect moment is now. So, take a deep breath, focus on the present, and know that within this moment lies everything you need to succeed. The time is now, and the power is yours to harness. Chapter 9. Your actions speak louder. In a world full of words, your actions are the ultimate expression of your intentions, values, and beliefs. It's easy to say what you believe or what you want, but it's your actions that show who you truly are and what you are truly committed to. The mindset that defeats anything recognizes the profound impact of actions and understands that what you do speaks far louder than what you say. Words are important. They help us communicate, express our thoughts, and connect with others. However, words alone are not enough to create lasting change or achieve meaningful success. Your actions are what turn your ideas into reality. They show your dedication, your work ethic, and your willingness to put in the effort required to succeed. When your actions align with your words, you become a force to be reckoned with. People take notice of your integrity, determination, and authenticity because your actions reflect the truth of your character. The first step in making your actions speak louder is to clarify your values and goals. When you know exactly what you stand for and what you want to achieve, your actions naturally align with those intentions. If you say you value health but continually make choices that harm your body, your words mean little. If you claim you want success but never put in the necessary work, your actions will betray your words. When you align your actions with your values, you send a clear message to the world and to yourself that you are serious about your goals. One of the most powerful ways to speak through your actions is by consistently following through on your commitments. It's easy to make promises and talk about your dreams, but true strength lies in the follow-through. The ability to keep your word even when the going gets tough is what builds trust and credibility. Whether it's in your personal relationships, your work, or your self-development, showing up consistently and doing the hard work is what proves that you're committed to your success. Consistency is key. It's the daily small actions that compound over time and lead to lasting results. Whether you're trying to build a business, improve your health, or develop new skills, it's not about grand gestures, but rather about the small actions you take every single day. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, But the real power of your actions is shown during the tough times. It's when things don't go according to plan that your true commitment to your goals is revealed. The mindset that defeats anything doesn't quit when faced with setbacks. It presses on, knowing that every small effort adds up and brings you closer to your goal. Think of the great achievers in history. They didn't achieve success by talking about their dreams or hoping for a lucky break. They took consistent, purposeful actions toward their goals, day in and day out. They faced obstacles, but their commitment to action kept them moving forward. It's their actions, often in the face of adversity, that inspire others and leave a lasting legacy. You too have the ability to create that kind of impact through your own actions. Actions also create momentum. Once you begin taking action, even small steps, you build energy and momentum that carry you forward. The hardest part is often getting started, but once you take the first step, you begin to see progress, which fuels your motivation to keep going. This momentum will push you through obstacles and keep you focused on your ultimate goal. Your actions have the power to influence others. People notice when you walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Your consistency, dedication, and commitment to your values inspire those around you. Whether you realize it or not, your actions set an example for others to follow. Your behavior can motivate others to take action in their own lives, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own success. Identify one area of your life where your actions aren't fully aligned with your words or goals. What's one small action you can take today to align your actions with your values? Commit to taking that action consistently until it becomes a habit. Remember, your actions are your greatest tool for achieving success and making a difference in the world. Words can inspire, but actions are what create change. When you align your actions with your values, commit to following through, and stay consistent, you become a person of integrity, power, and influence. Your actions speak louder than anything you could ever say, and they are the driving force behind everything you hope to achieve. So let your actions tell the world exactly who you are and what you're capable of. Chapter 10. Silence brings inner peace and self-understanding. In a world that is constantly buzzing with noise, distractions, and constant stimulation, silence has become one of the most valuable yet underappreciated tools for personal growth. The mind is often cluttered with thoughts, worries, and the voices of others, making it hard to find clarity or peace. But when you embrace the power of silence, you unlock the ability to connect with your true self, foster a deep sense of inner peace, and gain a greater understanding of the world around you. Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a powerful space where your mind can rest, reflect, and rejuvenate. When you stop filling every moment with external noise, whether it's conversations, music, or even constant social media updates, you create a void that allows you to hear your own thoughts more clearly. In this stillness, you can discover what truly matters to you, separate your genuine desires from societal expectations, and deepen your understanding of your own emotions. In many ways, silence is a form of meditation. By allowing yourself the space to simply be present and listen to your own thoughts, you give your mind the opportunity to process emotions, work through unresolved feelings, and find solutions to problems that have been lingering in your subconscious. Often, we fill the silence with distractions because we're afraid of what we might uncover. But embracing silence allows us to confront our inner struggles, face our fears, and discover the answers we've been seeking. One of the key benefits of silence is that it provides the mental clarity needed to make better decisions. When life gets busy, we're constantly bombarded with information, choices, and opinions. But when we take a step back and enter a space of quiet, we allow our intuition to guide us. We can hear our inner voice, which is often drowned out by the noise of daily life. This clarity helps us assess situations from a calm and focused perspective, leading to more confident, thoughtful decisions. Silence quiets the chaos, allowing us to connect with our inner wisdom and make choices that are aligned with our true purpose. Silence also cultivates self-awareness. When we're constantly surrounded by noise, it's easy to lose touch with ourselves. We get caught up in the expectations of others or in the rush of modern life, and we forget to check in with our own feelings, desires, and needs. By embracing silence, we create the space to reflect on our lives, evaluate our goals, and reconnect with our core values. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth, as it helps us recognize patterns in our behavior, understand our motivations, and make adjustments where necessary. Another powerful aspect of silence is that it allows us to process emotions. Life is full of challenges that bring up difficult emotions: anger, sadness, frustration, fear. Often we push these emotions aside, either because we don't know how to handle them or because we're afraid of feeling them. But when we embrace silence, we give ourselves the opportunity to sit with our emotions and understand them more fully. In this stillness, we can gain insight into why we feel the way we do, how we can release negative emotions, and how we can heal. Silence becomes a tool for emotional mastery, helping us grow in emotional intelligence and resilience. Moreover, silence is a powerful practice for cultivating patience. In a fast-paced world where everything seems to require immediate attention, silence teaches us the value of stillness and waiting. It allows us to slow down, pause, and reflect before taking action. This pause can make a world of difference when faced with difficult decisions, conflicts, or challenges. By cultivating patience through silence, we prevent ourselves from reacting impulsively and instead make more measured, thoughtful choices. Silence also helps to improve our relationships. In a conversation, we often focus so much on what we're going to say next that we forget the power of truly listening. Silence gives us the ability to listen deeply to others, not just to their words, but to their emotions, intentions, and body language. This level of attentiveness fosters connection and empathy, allowing us to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. When we embrace silence, we become better listeners, which in turn makes us better communicators and more compassionate individuals. Silence brings peace. In today's world, it can be easy to become overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed by all the external noise. But when we intentionally embrace silence, we create a space of calm within ourselves. This inner peace doesn't depend on external circumstances, it comes from within. As we practice silence regularly, we train ourselves to find peace even in the midst of chaos. This inner peace allows us to stay centered, grounded, and focused, no matter what challenges we face. Dedicate at least 10 minutes each day to being silent. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Let go of all distractions and simply allow yourself to be in the present moment. Use this time to connect with your inner self, process your emotions, and find clarity. The more you practice, the more you'll experience the profound benefits of silence in your life. In a world that is often too loud and overwhelming, silence is a refuge. It is where you can find clarity, gain insight, and experience true peace. By embracing silence, you create the space to listen to your inner voice, connect with your true self, and move through life with purpose and calm. Silence, when practiced with intention, becomes a powerful tool that helps you conquer obstacles, make better decisions, and live a more fulfilling life. Let silence be your sanctuary, your strength, and your path to deeper self-understanding. Chapter 11. Silence as a Pathway to Wisdom. Silence is not just a tool for introspection or a means of gaining peace, it is a pathway to wisdom. Wisdom comes not from knowing the answers to every question, but from understanding the right questions to ask and being able to listen deeply to the answers, especially those that arise from within. The practice of silence allows us to open ourselves to the deeper truths of life, truths that are often obscured by the noise and distractions of our everyday existence. In a world where everyone is constantly speaking, rushing, and sharing their opinions, silence provides a unique opportunity to tune out the external voices and truly hear our inner voice. It's in these quiet moments that we can connect with our intuition, a source of wisdom that often gets drowned out by the constant noise around us. When we silence the distractions, we create space to reflect on our experiences, our choices, and our values. This reflection leads us to greater self-awareness, which is the first step in acquiring true wisdom. The power of silence lies in its ability to help us access a deeper level of thinking. When we are constantly talking or listening to others, we often take in information passively, without fully processing or understanding it. Silence allows us to step back and evaluate what we've learned, consider the implications of our experiences, and question our assumptions. It gives us the time and space to think critically, making sure that the knowledge we acquire is aligned with our true values and understanding of the world. Silence also helps us develop emotional wisdom. By allowing ourselves to sit with our emotions in the quiet, we can understand them more deeply. Often we react to our emotions without fully understanding where they come from or why we feel a certain way. But in the space of silence, we are given the opportunity to reflect on our emotions, to feel them fully, and to identify their roots. This emotional clarity is essential for developing the wisdom to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. When we understand our own emotions, we can respond to them thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Additionally, silence cultivates a sense of humility. When we stop talking and truly listen, whether it's to others or to our own thoughts, we open ourselves to new perspectives. We stop assuming that we know everything or have all the answers. In silence, we become more receptive to learning and understanding. It is through this humility that wisdom grows. We learn to embrace uncertainty, and we realize that the search for truth is a continuous journey, one that requires openness, patience, and a willingness to accept that we don't always have control over the answers. Silence can also help us understand the deeper meaning behind life's events. When we face adversity or hardship, it's easy to get caught up in the pain and frustration of the moment. But silence gives us the distance we need to reflect on the bigger picture. It helps us see beyond the immediate problem and gain insight into the lessons that the experience is trying to teach us. With silence, we are able to process pain and suffering, not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities for growth and wisdom. Each challenge becomes a part of the larger story of our lives, and in silence, we can gain the wisdom to see how these experiences are contributing to our personal evolution. Furthermore, silence offers us the opportunity to reconnect with our spiritual selves. In the rush of everyday life, it's easy to become disconnected from our deeper spiritual needs. Silence gives us the time to reconnect with our faith, our beliefs, and our higher purpose. It provides the space for spiritual reflection and the opportunity to tap into the wisdom that comes from within, from the stillness of our spirit. Through regular practice of silence, we can develop a profound sense of peace and spiritual insight that guides us in all aspects of our lives. Start incorporating moments of silence into your daily routine, whether it's through meditation, taking quiet walks, or simply sitting in stillness. Use these moments to tune into your inner self. Ask yourself questions like, "What am I learning from this experience?" Or, How can I approach this challenge with wisdom? Over time, you will notice that these periods of silence will deepen your understanding and bring greater clarity and wisdom into your life. Silence is not just an absence of sound, it is an active, intentional practice that opens the doors to wisdom. It's in the stillness that we are able to hear our inner truth, reflect on our experiences, and make decisions from a place of deeper understanding. By embracing silence as a pathway to wisdom, you cultivate the ability to navigate life with clarity, grace, and emotional intelligence. Silence empowers you to listen not just to the world around you, but to the wisdom that lies within. Chapter 12. The Power of Patience and Trust. In a world that values quick results and instant gratification, patience has become a rare and undervalued virtue. Yet, the ability to be patient and trust in the process is one of the most powerful qualities you can develop to overcome any obstacle and achieve lasting success. Patience is not simply about waiting, it's about maintaining a calm and composed mindset while you work toward your goals, trusting that the efforts you put in today will bear fruit in the future. Patience is the antidote to frustration. We live in an era where everything is expected to happen quickly, from social media updates to instant messaging to fast food. This constant demand for immediate results can leave us feeling anxious and disappointed when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like. But the truth is that many of life's greatest achievements take time to cultivate, whether it's personal growth, professional success, or building meaningful relationships. All of these require consistent effort over time. Patience teaches us to manage our expectations, giving us the emotional resilience to stay focused on the process rather than the immediate outcome. Trust is a natural companion to patience. Trust is the belief that, despite the obstacles or delays, everything is unfolding as it should. Trust in the process means understanding that some things are beyond our control, and instead of fighting against them, we allow life to flow naturally. It's about recognizing that even when things don't seem to be moving forward, there is a purpose in the waiting period. Trusting the process doesn't mean passively sitting back and doing nothing. It means continuing to take action, knowing that your efforts are building towards something greater, even if the results are not immediately visible. Trusting in the process requires letting go of the need to control every aspect of your life. It's easy to get caught up in the desire to have everything figured out and perfectly planned. But the truth is that life is unpredictable, and no matter how much we plan, we can't always anticipate what will happen next. By learning to trust the process, we free ourselves from the burden of control and open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences that we might not have considered if we were rigidly focused on a single path. Patience and trust are also key when facing setbacks and failures. When you encounter obstacles, it's easy to feel discouraged and question whether the journey is worth it. But true strength lies in your ability to stay patient, trust the process, and persevere through the tough times. When you trust that challenges are a natural part of the growth process, you can approach them with a mindset of learning and growth rather than frustration and defeat. Failures are not the end of the road. They are simply stepping stones toward success. Each failure carries a lesson that makes you stronger and more prepared for the next challenge. Another important aspect of patience and trust is learning to embrace uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns, and trying to control every outcome can create a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety. Patience allows you to sit with uncertainty, to take things one step at a time, and trust that the answers will come when they're meant to. This doesn't mean resigning yourself to a passive existence. It means embracing the flow of life and trusting that, even in the unknown, you are moving toward the right outcome. Practicing patience and trust also means cultivating self-compassion. In the journey of life, we are often our harshest critics. When things don't go according to plan, or when we feel like we're falling behind, we tend to beat ourselves up. But patience teaches us to be kinder to ourselves, to accept that setbacks are a part of the process, and to trust that we are doing the best we can. Self-compassion encourages us to keep going, even when we feel like we're not making progress, because we trust that every small step forward counts. Identify an area in your life where you feel impatience or frustration. Reflect on how you can practice more patience and trust in that area. Whether it's a personal goal, a relationship, or a project, remind yourself that the journey is just as important as the destination. Take a moment each day to breathe, let go of control, and trust that everything will unfold in its own time. Patience and trust are not passive qualities. They are active practices that require ongoing commitment. When you develop the ability to be patient with yourself and trust in the process, you free yourself from the stress of constantly striving for immediate results. This mindset allows you to focus on the journey, embrace life's uncertainties, and build a foundation of resilience that helps you navigate through any challenge. With patience and trust, you will find that the most meaningful accomplishments in life are the ones that take time, persistence, and faith to achieve. Chapter 13. The Power of Resilience Through Setbacks. In life, setbacks are inevitable. No matter how much planning, effort, or perseverance we put into something, we will all face obstacles, failures, and unexpected challenges. But what truly sets successful individuals apart is not their ability to avoid setbacks, but their ability to bounce back from them. Resilience, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, is one of the most powerful mindsets you can cultivate to overcome life's challenges and continue moving forward. Resilience is not about being unshakable or impervious to hardship. It's about how you respond to adversity. It's the ability to endure hardship without losing your sense of purpose, hope, or determination. When setbacks occur, resilient individuals are able to face them head-on, assess the situation with clarity, and take the necessary steps to move forward, rather than being consumed by disappointment, frustration, or defeat. One of the most important aspects of resilience is the ability to reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth. While it's natural to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, resilient people understand that failure is not the end of the road. It's a chance to learn and adapt. Every setback contains a valuable lesson, whether it's about what didn't work, what needs to change, or what you can do differently next time. Resilience allows you to turn these lessons into positive action, so you can improve and grow stronger with each challenge. A key component of resilience is maintaining a positive yet realistic perspective. It's easy to become overwhelmed when setbacks occur, especially if you're focused solely on the negative aspects. But resilient individuals know how to balance realism with optimism. They acknowledge the difficulty of the situation, but they also keep their eyes on the bigger picture and remain hopeful about their ability to overcome the challenge. This ability to maintain hope in the face of adversity is what keeps them moving forward, even when the road ahead seems unclear. Resilience also involves self-compassion. When setbacks occur, many of us tend to be overly critical of ourselves. We may feel like we've failed, like we aren't good enough, or like we don't deserve success. But true resilience is built on self-acceptance and understanding. Rather than beating yourself up over a mistake or setback, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that you are human, that mistakes happen, and that these moments don't define you. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you can bounce back quicker and continue forward with renewed energy. Another important factor in resilience is having a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear goal or a strong why behind what you're doing, setbacks become less discouraging because you're focused on the bigger picture. Resilient people are driven by their sense of purpose, which gives them the strength to push through the tough times. If you know why you're doing something, whether it's for your personal growth, to help others, or to achieve a meaningful goal, you're more likely to stay committed and keep going, even when things don't go according to plan. Building resilience also requires a willingness to embrace discomfort. Often we seek to avoid pain and struggle, but it's in the discomfort that growth occurs. When we push through difficulties, we develop new skills, strengths, and mental fortitude. Rather than running away from uncomfortable situations, resilient individuals face them head-on and use them as opportunities to develop. The discomfort becomes a sign that they're growing, evolving, and expanding their capacity to handle challenges. Support from others can also play a crucial role in resilience. While resilience is often an internal quality, it's important to remember that no one has to face setbacks alone. Building a strong support system of friends, mentors, or peers who can offer guidance, encouragement, and perspective can make a significant difference. They can help you gain clarity when you feel lost, offer advice when you're unsure, and provide emotional support when you're struggling. A strong network of support can bolster your resilience and help you overcome even the most difficult obstacles. Think about a recent setback you've faced. Instead of focusing on the disappointment, ask yourself, what lessons can I learn from this experience? How can I grow from this challenge? Make a list of the insights you've gained and use them as a guide to move forward with renewed strength. Identify any resources or support systems you can tap into to help you through future challenges. Resilience is not a fixed trait. It is something that can be developed and strengthened over time. The more you practice resilience in the face of adversity, the more natural it becomes to rise above challenges and setbacks. With each experience, you build mental and emotional strength that allows you to handle future difficulties with greater ease and confidence. Ultimately, resilience is about becoming stronger through every obstacle you face and trusting in your ability to overcome whatever life throws your way. By building resilience, you can transform setbacks into stepping stones, turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth and success. Chapter 14. Strengthen your mental filters. The mind is constantly processing information, and not all of it is helpful or useful. Every day, we are exposed to a flood of ideas, opinions, and stimuli from the outside world, including media, social influences, and personal interactions. While some of this information is positive and empowering, much of it is negative, distracting, or irrelevant to our goals. Strengthening your mental filters means developing the ability to sift through all of this information, filter out what doesn't serve you, and focus only on what supports your growth, success, and well-being. Mental filters are like the lens through which you view the world. They influence how you interpret events, how you respond to challenges, and even how you see yourself. Just as a physical filter blocks out unwanted substances, mental filters allow you to block out negative or unhelpful thoughts and focus only on the positive and constructive aspects of your experience. When you have strong mental filters, you have more control over your thoughts, emotions, and actions. You can choose to let go of negativity, protect your mind from harmful influences, and nurture a mindset that supports your success. One of the first steps in strengthening your mental filters is becoming aware of the types of information you are absorbing. Pay attention to the content you consume on a daily basis, whether it's news, social media, conversations, or even your own internal dialogue. Is the information you're taking in helping you grow, or is it feeding negativity, fear, or self-doubt? Often, we don't even realize how much negative or unproductive content we allow into our lives, but it subtly impacts our mindset and beliefs. By consciously curating the information you allow into your mind, you can eliminate the negative influences and make room for positive, empowering thoughts. An important part of strengthening mental filters is recognizing the impact of the people you surround yourself with. Our friends, family, colleagues, and social circles influence the way we think, feel, and act. Are the people around you supportive, positive, and motivating, or do they bring negativity, doubt, and criticism into your life? Just as you would filter out harmful content from the media, you must also filter out negative or toxic people. This doesn't mean cutting people off completely, but it does mean being mindful of the influence they have on your mindset. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to grow will help strengthen your mental filters and encourage a more positive and focused mindset. Your internal dialogue, how you speak to yourself, is another crucial element of mental filtering. We often have an inner voice that criticizes, doubts, or undermines us, especially when we face challenges or setbacks. This negative self-talk can be incredibly limiting and disempowering. Strengthening your mental filters means recognizing these thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, not facts. You have the power to change the narrative and replace self-doubt with self-compassion, criticism with encouragement, and fear with confidence. When you consciously replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations and empowering beliefs, you reinforce a mindset that supports your goals and helps you overcome obstacles. It's also important to challenge the assumptions and beliefs you've formed based on past experiences. Often, we develop mental filters based on what we've been through, whether it's a past failure, criticism from others, or limiting beliefs instilled in us by society or upbringing. These filters can distort our view of the world and limit our potential. By becoming aware of these filters, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, are these beliefs still serving me? Are they based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do I have that challenges these beliefs? Strengthening your mental filters involves questioning old beliefs that may no longer be true or helpful, and replacing them with beliefs that empower you to succeed. Another essential element of mental filtering is focusing on what you can control. The world is full of distractions and uncertainties, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by things that are outside of our control. By strengthening your mental filters, you learn to focus on what you can change and let go of what you can't. This shift in focus reduces stress, increases productivity, and helps you stay centered on your goals. By filtering out external noise and focusing on your own actions and responses, you can create a sense of control and clarity, even in uncertain times. Take time each day to evaluate the information you're consuming, whether it's through social media, news, or conversations. Are you absorbing content that supports your goals and growth? If not, begin filtering out negativity and focus on information that inspires and empowers you. Also, pay attention to your inner dialogue. When negative thoughts arise, challenge them with positive affirmations. Start replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, and notice how your mindset shifts. Strengthening your mental filters is a powerful practice for building a resilient, focused, and empowered mindset. By consciously filtering out negativity, focusing on what supports your growth, and challenging limiting beliefs, you take control of your thoughts and emotions. With a strong mental filter, you are better equipped to handle challenges, stay focused on your goals, and create the life you truly desire. Chapter 15. Embracing Solitude for Self-Discovery. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel like you always need to be surrounded by people, distractions, or constant activity. The fear of being alone, often called solitude anxiety, leads many to fill their lives with noise, even when it serves no real purpose. But in the silence of solitude, there is an immense power, a power that can help you rediscover yourself, tap into your inner wisdom, and reflect on the deeper aspects of life that are often lost in the hustle. Embracing solitude is not about loneliness. It's about giving yourself the time and space to connect with your true essence. Solitude is often misunderstood. Many people associate being alone with feeling isolated or abandoned, but this perspective limits the power of solitude. In reality, solitude is the practice of intentionally spending time by yourself in order to reflect, recharge, and focus inward. It is in these quiet moments that you can truly listen to your thoughts and emotions without the influence of others. Solitude provides a safe space to explore your desires, fears, and passions, an essential process for personal growth. The first step in embracing solitude is understanding that it is not an escape from the world, but a return to your true self. When we're constantly surrounded by others, their opinions, energies, and distractions can cloud our judgment and self-awareness. In solitude, you become the only voice you need to listen to. You can begin to separate your thoughts and desires from those of others, enabling you to reconnect with your core values and what truly matters to you. This self-discovery process is often essential for personal growth and clarity. Solitude gives you the opportunity to reflect on your life, your choices, actions, and experiences. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and neglect the need for introspection. Yet, it is in the quiet moments of solitude that you can evaluate your journey, identify patterns, and gain insight into what's working and what's not. By taking time to reflect, you can make more informed decisions, adjust your goals, and realign your actions with your true purpose. This introspection helps you become more self-aware, which is key to understanding your needs, desires, and areas of growth. One of the greatest gifts of solitude is the ability to be fully present with yourself, free from the distractions that constantly pull your attention. This presence allows you to hear your intuition more clearly. Intuition is a powerful internal guide, yet it is often drowned out by the noise of everyday life. When you are alone and quiet, your intuition has the space to speak, offering you guidance, clarity, and insight into the next steps in your life. Solitude allows you to trust yourself more deeply and make decisions based on your inner wisdom rather than external pressures. Solitude also plays a key role in cultivating creativity. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and inventors found their inspiration in solitude. When you are by yourself, free from distractions, your mind can wander, make connections, and come up with new ideas. It's in these quiet moments that your creativity has room to grow. Rather than always relying on external stimuli, solitude helps you tap into your own creative potential, allowing your mind to explore possibilities that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. Solitude can bring a deep sense of peace and inner calm. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, demands, and external noise, leading to stress and burnout. Spending time alone allows your mind and body to rest and recharge. This relaxation fosters a deeper sense of well-being, helping to reduce anxiety and stress. Solitude creates the space for mindfulness, meditation, and other practices that enhance mental and emotional health, leading to a more balanced, centered, and peaceful life. Being in solitude also allows you to embrace your imperfections and accept yourself fully. In the absence of others' judgments or opinions, you can truly be yourself, free from the need to conform or please anyone else. This self-acceptance is essential for building confidence, self-love, and emotional resilience. Solitude gives you the space to let go of comparison, stop seeking validation from others, and finally embrace your unique qualities and strengths. It's an opportunity to recognize your worth without external affirmation. Set aside time each day or week for solitude, even if it's just for a few minutes. Use this time to disconnect from the world and reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Practice mindfulness, journaling, or meditative breathing to center yourself. During this time, ask yourself what you truly need, what you want to achieve, and how you can align your life with your authentic desires. Start small and gradually increase the time you spend in solitude to deepen your connection with yourself. Embracing solitude is a powerful practice for self-discovery and personal growth. It allows you to tune into your inner voice, reflect on your life, nurture your creativity, and find peace amidst the chaos of the world. Far from being a sign of loneliness or isolation, solitude is an opportunity to return to yourself, to grow, and to connect with your deeper purpose. By learning to embrace solitude, you unlock the power within you to live a more purposeful, centered, and fulfilling life. Chapter 16. Recognizing and Releasing Blockages. In the journey of personal growth and success, there are often invisible obstacles that stand in our way. Obstacles we may not even realize are holding us back. These blockages can take many forms: limiting beliefs, unresolved emotions, negative thought patterns, or even past traumas. Recognizing and releasing these blockages is essential for unlocking your full potential and achieving the life you desire. The ability to identify these barriers and free yourself from them is a powerful step toward growth, success, and inner peace. The first step in overcoming blockages is recognizing their existence. Often these obstacles are hidden in our subconscious, deeply ingrained in our behaviors, thoughts, and emotions. We may not always be aware of the negative patterns that are shaping our lives. For example, you might find yourself repeatedly struggling with self-doubt, despite evidence of your abilities. Or perhaps you notice that every time you get close to achieving a goal, something happens to derail your progress. These are signs that there may be deeper blockages at play. The key is to slow down and pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. One of the most common types of blockages is limiting beliefs. These are the unconscious beliefs we hold about ourselves, the world, or our potential, which often come from past experiences, societal conditioning, or messages we received during childhood. Limiting beliefs like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "I don't deserve happiness," create a mental barrier that holds us back from achieving our goals. To release these blockages, you must first identify them. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise when you face challenges or pursue new opportunities. Are there recurring beliefs or fears that limit your actions? By shining a light on these beliefs, you can begin the process of releasing them and replacing them with empowering, supportive thoughts. Emotional blockages are another powerful force that can hold us back. Unresolved emotions from the past, such as anger, guilt, shame, or grief, can create emotional barriers that prevent us from moving forward. These emotions may be tied to past experiences, such as childhood trauma, difficult relationships, or unmet needs. If not properly addressed, they can manifest in many ways, such as stress, anxiety, or chronic dissatisfaction. Releasing emotional blockages requires emotional healing. This can be done through self-reflection, therapy, or practices such as journaling, meditation, and emotional release exercises. By allowing yourself to process these emotions fully, you free yourself from the grip of the past and create space for emotional balance and growth. Another important step in releasing blockages is overcoming the fear of failure. Fear is a natural part of being human, and it often prevents us from taking risks or pursuing our goals. Fear of failure can keep us stuck in our comfort zones, preventing us from stepping out and reaching our full potential. To release the fear of failure, it's essential to reframe your mindset. Understand that failure is not something to be feared, but something to learn from. Every failure is an opportunity to gain insight, grow, and improve. When you shift your perspective on failure and see it as a stepping stone towards success, you can break free from the fear that holds you back. One of the most powerful ways to release blockages is through forgiveness. Holding on to grudges, resentment, or anger, whether toward others or ourselves, creates a blockage in the flow of our energy and progress. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the wrongs that have been done, but it means freeing yourself from the emotional burden they carry. When you forgive, you release the negative emotions tied to the past and create space for healing, peace, and forward movement. It's a process that requires practice and compassion, but it is one of the most freeing acts you can do for yourself. Letting go of perfectionism is also a key to releasing blockages. Perfectionism is the belief that everything must be flawless, or that we must meet unrealistic standards in order to succeed. This mindset often leads to procrastination, self-criticism, and fear of failure, all of which create barriers to progress. To overcome this blockage, you must accept that perfection is an illusion. No one is perfect, and striving for perfection often hinders rather than helps. Instead, focus on progress, growth, and learning from your experiences. Embrace imperfection as part of the journey, and let go of the need to have everything just right. Take some time to reflect on the blockages that may be holding you back in your life. Write down any limiting beliefs, unresolved emotions, or fears that may be preventing you from moving forward. Once you've identified them, begin to challenge those thoughts, release negative emotions, and take actionable steps toward letting go of those blockages. Consider using journaling, meditation, or talking with a therapist or trusted friend to help you release what no longer serves you. Releasing blockages is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, new obstacles may arise, but the ability to identify and release them becomes easier the more you practice it. By freeing yourself from limiting beliefs, emotional blockages, and self-imposed restrictions, you unlock the door to a life of greater freedom, happiness, and success. When you remove these barriers, you make space for your true potential to shine, and you can move forward with a clearer, more empowered vision of who you are and what you're capable of achieving. Chapter 17. Tuning into the energy of others. We are all energy, and everything around us carries energy, whether it's a person, a situation, or even a place. Energy is a powerful force, and it impacts the way we feel, think, and act. The ability to tune into the energy of others is an essential skill for understanding and navigating the world around you. It's the ability to pick up on subtle cues, vibrations, and emotions that others may be unknowingly transmitting, allowing you to connect more deeply with people and situations and respond appropriately. This skill not only enhances your relationships, but also enables you to protect your own energy and maintain emotional balance. Tuning into the energy of others begins with awareness. Often, we focus so much on our own thoughts, feelings, and goals that we forget to notice the energy present in the people we interact with. Yet, everyone we encounter is emitting an energy field, an aura, if you will, that conveys a lot about their state of mind, emotions, and intentions. Some people radiate positivity and calm, while others may carry anxiety, frustration, or even anger. By becoming more attuned to these energetic shifts, you begin to recognize the underlying emotions of others, which allows you to respond more mindfully and effectively. One of the first steps in tuning into the energy of others is learning to listen not just with your ears, but with your intuition. While words are important, much of communication happens on a non-verbal level. Pay attention to body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and even the energy in the room. For example, when someone is feeling down or stressed, their posture may be slumped, their facial expressions may show tension, or their tone of voice may sound distant. By tuning into these subtle signals, you can gain insight into their emotional state and respond with greater empathy and understanding. It's also important to notice how others' energy affects your own. The people we interact with can influence our mood, mindset, and emotions, sometimes without us even realizing it. Being around a person who is energetic and positive can uplift your own energy, while being around someone who is negative or anxious can drain you. This is why it's essential to recognize how certain people impact your energy and how you feel after spending time with them. If you notice that someone's energy consistently drains you, it's important to set boundaries to protect your own emotional and mental well-being. In addition to being aware of how others' energy affects you, tuning into their energy allows you to respond in a way that is compassionate and supportive. If someone is anxious or upset, simply offering them a kind presence, without trying to fix the problem, can make a huge difference. Sometimes people need to feel heard and validated more than they need solutions. Being in tune with their energy helps you gauge when to speak and when to simply listen. By responding with empathy, you create a space where others feel safe to express themselves, and this helps foster deeper connections and understanding. One of the most important aspects of tuning into the energy of others is practicing empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. When you tune into someone's energy, you can sense when they are going through a difficult time, when they need support, or when they simply want to be left alone. It's about putting yourself in their shoes and feeling what they are feeling without judgment or criticism. This deep understanding can enhance your relationships and help you offer the right kind of support, whether it's emotional, practical, or simply being there for them. Tuning into the energy of others also involves being aware of your own energy. We are constantly sending out signals with our thoughts, words, and actions. By cultivating a positive, grounded, and balanced energy within yourself, you can create a harmonious environment for others. When you are in a calm and centered state, your energy can influence those around you, helping to uplift and inspire them. In this way, you become not only a receiver of energy, but also a transmitter of positive energy. This creates a powerful ripple effect, where the energy you give off is returned to you in kind. It's important to maintain healthy boundaries when tuning into others' energy. While empathy is a wonderful tool for connection, it's also essential to protect your own energy. You don't want to absorb or internalize the negative energy of others, especially in emotionally charged situations. Setting clear emotional boundaries allows you to be compassionate without becoming overwhelmed or drained. It's about finding a balance between being attuned to others' energy and safeguarding your own emotional well-being. Spend some time today paying attention to the energy of those around you. How do certain people make you feel? Are there people whose energy drains you and others who lift you up? Notice how their energy affects you and practice setting healthy emotional boundaries when necessary. Also, work on tuning into your own energy. What emotions or feelings are you sending out to others? How can you cultivate a positive energy that enhances your relationships and experiences? Tuning into the energy of others is a powerful tool for building deeper, more meaningful relationships and for navigating the world with greater awareness. By becoming attuned to the subtle energetic signals of those around you, you can respond with greater empathy, protect your own well-being, and create a harmonious environment that fosters growth and connection. As you develop this skill, you'll find that your interactions become more authentic and your relationships become more fulfilling. Energy is everywhere, and when you learn to read and respond to it, you unlock the power to transform both your life and the lives of those around you. Chapter 18. Amplifying Intentions with Visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that taps into the mind's ability to create reality. The process of visualizing involves vividly imagining your goals and desires as if they have already come to fruition. By consistently engaging in this practice, you harness the full potential of your subconscious mind to bring your dreams into reality. Amplifying your intentions with visualization isn't just about imagining what you want. It's about strengthening your focus, aligning your energy with your desires, and programming your mind for success. The mind is a powerful force, and it doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. When you visualize your goals with clarity and emotion, your brain responds as though these experiences are already happening. This process creates neural pathways that condition your mind to believe that your goals are achievable, reinforcing your sense of possibility and belief in yourself. The more you visualize your desired outcome, the more ingrained it becomes in your subconscious, and the more your actions and decisions begin to align with this vision. To begin amplifying your intentions with visualization, it's essential to be clear about what you want. The clearer you are on your desires, the more effective your visualization will be. Whether it's achieving a specific career goal, manifesting better health, cultivating meaningful relationships, or creating financial abundance, your visualization should reflect the specifics of your intention. The more vivid, detailed, and specific your visualization, the more your mind will believe it to be real, and the more powerful the effect will be. As you visualize, engage all your senses. Don't just imagine a vague image of your goal. See it, feel it, hear it, and even smell it. If your goal is to own a successful business, imagine yourself walking into your office, feeling the excitement of your achievements, hearing the positive feedback from clients or colleagues, and feeling the sense of accomplishment. If your goal is improved health, visualize your body thriving, feeling energized, strong, and vibrant. The more sensory detail you incorporate into your visualization, the more real it will feel to your mind, and the stronger the imprint on your subconscious. Emotion is another critical element of effective visualization. Emotions are the fuel that propels your intentions forward. When you visualize, immerse yourself in the positive feelings associated with achieving your goals. Feel the joy, excitement, pride, and gratitude as if you've already manifested your desires. These emotions send powerful signals to your subconscious mind, reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. The more positively charged your emotions are during visualization, the more magnetic and attracting your intentions become. Visualization is also a tool for strengthening belief in yourself and your abilities. Many people struggle to achieve their goals because they lack self-confidence or they don't believe they deserve success. Through visualization, you can reprogram limiting beliefs and reinforce empowering ones. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you create a mental image that challenges your doubts and limitations. This repeated practice conditions your mind to expect success, which in turn builds your self-esteem and makes you more likely to take the necessary actions toward your goal. In addition to amplifying your intentions, visualization can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Life often presents distractions, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you consistently visualize the positive outcomes you desire, you maintain clarity and determination. Visualization keeps your vision in the forefront of your mind, helping you stay on track and take consistent action, even when faced with obstacles. It's like setting a mental compass that always guides you back to your true north. The power of visualization extends beyond personal success. It also amplifies the impact you have on others. When you visualize your goals with a sense of purpose, you radiate that energy into the world around you. People are naturally drawn to positive, confident energy, and as you visualize your success, you magnetize opportunities, people, and situations that align with your desires. Visualization helps you tap into the law of attraction, pulling toward you everything you need to make your intentions a reality. Set aside time each day to practice visualization. Begin by clearly defining one of your key goals or intentions. Sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and vividly imagine that goal coming to fruition. Engage all your senses. What do you see, feel, hear, and even smell as you achieve this goal? Connect with the emotions of success, joy, gratitude, pride, and immerse yourself in those feelings. Practice this daily and notice how your thoughts and actions begin to align with your vision. Visualization isn't just about imagining your goals, it's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired outcomes. The more you visualize, the more your mind becomes convinced of the possibility of your goals, and the more your actions follow suit. As you practice visualization with clarity, emotion, and belief, you amplify your intentions and align yourself with the infinite possibilities of the universe. When you combine visualization with consistent action, you unlock the door to limitless success and fulfillment. Chapter 19. The Art of Energetic Projection. Energetic projection is the ability to consciously direct your personal energy toward a goal, person, or desired outcome. It is a practice of sending out your intentions, thoughts, and feelings into the world in a focused and intentional way. Just as our bodies radiate energy, our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs send out energetic vibrations that influence not only our own lives, but also the people and situations we encounter. Mastering the art of energetic projection allows you to consciously shape the energy you emit and direct it toward achieving your goals, attracting the right opportunities, and influencing others in a positive, powerful way. Energy is an invisible force that surrounds us all. It's the feeling you get when someone walks into a room, how their energy can either uplift or drain the atmosphere. Similarly, the energy you project has an impact on the world around you, whether or not you're consciously aware of it. When you consciously choose to project positive, confident, and aligned energy, you enhance your ability to manifest your desires and create the reality you want. The first step in mastering energetic projection is understanding your own energy. Every thought, emotion, and belief you hold carries its own vibration, and this energy is constantly being broadcast into the world. When you feel confident and excited about your goals, your energy vibrates at a higher frequency, and it draws in positive opportunities, people, and experiences that match that frequency. On the other hand, when you feel doubt, fear, or negativity, your energy can become blocked or misaligned, repelling the very things you desire. Understanding how your emotional and mental state impacts your energy is essential for controlling and directing it effectively. To project energy intentionally, start by grounding yourself. Grounding is the process of connecting with the earth and aligning your energy with the present moment. This creates a stable foundation from which you can consciously direct your energy. Grounding can be done through simple practices such as deep breathing, standing barefoot on natural surfaces, or visualizing roots connecting you to the earth. When you are grounded, you are more centered, balanced, and in control of your energy, which allows you to project it with clarity and focus. Once you are grounded, it's important to clearly define your intention. Whether you are projecting energy toward a goal, a person, or a situation, clarity is key. What is it that you truly want to achieve? What outcome are you seeking? Energetic projection is most effective when it is focused and specific. For example, if you are aiming for success in a project, visualize that success in detail. See the project completed, feel the satisfaction of achieving your goal, and allow that feeling of success to fill you with positive energy. As you focus on this intention, you are directing your energy toward the desired outcome. Another important aspect of energetic projection is emotional alignment. As you project your energy, you must align it with positive emotions. When you associate your intentions with emotions such as excitement, gratitude, or love, you increase the vibrational frequency of your energy. This high vibration energy is more magnetic and attracts what you desire more effectively. If you project energy with feelings of fear, doubt, or insecurity, the energy you send out may be weak or scattered, reducing your ability to manifest what you want. Therefore, it's crucial to feel the positive emotions associated with your goal while projecting your energy, as this amplifies its impact. Visualization is a powerful tool in energetic projection. By vividly imagining the desired outcome, you create a mental blueprint that directs your energy. When you visualize success, you're not just imagining the end result, you are energetically aligning yourself with the process of achieving it. As you visualize, feel the emotions of accomplishment and satisfaction, and send that energy out into the world. This mental and emotional alignment creates a powerful energetic force that moves you closer to your goals. Energetic projection also involves influencing the energy of others. Your energy can have a profound effect on the people you interact with. When you project confidence, positivity, and clarity, you uplift those around you and create an environment where they, too, feel empowered and inspired. In meetings, social situations, or collaborative projects, your energy can help influence the outcomes by radiating positivity and openness. People are naturally drawn to those who project strong, confident energy, and this can open doors to opportunities, partnerships, and connections that you may not have expected. Take time each day to consciously project your energy. Begin by grounding yourself through deep breathing or visualization, and then focus on your intention. Picture your desired outcome vividly, feel the emotions associated with it, and send that energy out into the world. Notice how your energy shifts and how it influences the people and situations around you. Practice this regularly to strengthen your ability to direct your energy with purpose. Mastering the art of energetic projection is a powerful tool for creating the life you desire. By understanding your own energy, aligning it with your intentions, and projecting it into the world with focus and clarity, you tap into a limitless source of power. The energy you send out has the ability to shape your reality, attract opportunities, and influence those around you. When you project your energy with confidence, positivity, and alignment, you become a magnet for success, abundance, and fulfillment. Chapter 20. Protecting your energy from draining forces. Your energy is one of your most valuable assets. It shapes your thoughts, emotions, actions, and ultimately, your reality. As you embark on your journey of personal growth, success, and self-empowerment, it becomes essential to protect your energy from forces that can drain or deplete it. Whether it's negative people, toxic environments, or your own limiting beliefs, there are countless forces in the world that can siphon your energy and hold you back from reaching your full potential. Learning to protect and preserve your energy is a key step in maintaining your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. The first step in protecting your energy is becoming aware of what drains it. Energy drains can take many forms. Toxic relationships, constant exposure to negativity, unresolved emotional baggage, and even overstimulation from work or technology can all deplete your energy. Take a moment to reflect on the people, situations, and environments that leave you feeling drained, anxious, or unbalanced? Do certain relationships make you feel emotionally exhausted or mentally cluttered? Does the environment around you create stress or overwhelm? Identifying these sources of energy depletion is crucial to protecting your energy moving forward. Once you've identified what drains your energy, the next step is setting boundaries. Boundaries are a form of self-care and self-respect that protect your emotional and mental health. They allow you to determine how much energy you are willing to invest in others, situations, or commitments. Without boundaries, it's easy to give too much of your energy to things that don't serve your well-being, leading to burnout and resentment. Setting healthy boundaries might involve limiting time spent with negative people, saying no to commitments that drain you, or taking time for yourself to recharge. It's important to remember that saying no is not selfish. It's an essential act of self-preservation. Energy-draining people, whether they are overly demanding, critical, or emotionally manipulative, can have a significant impact on your well-being. If you find yourself constantly feeling drained after interacting with certain individuals, it's important to protect your energy by setting clear emotional boundaries. This might mean limiting your interactions with them, choosing not to engage in certain conversations, or distancing yourself from negativity. It's crucial to recognize that you don't have to absorb other people's emotions or problems. By creating mental and emotional boundaries, you protect yourself from being influenced by their energy. Another powerful way to protect your energy is through mindfulness and self-awareness. Becoming mindful of your energy is an essential practice for recognizing when you are being drained. If you notice yourself feeling fatigued, overwhelmed, or emotionally triggered, take a moment to pause and check in with yourself. Are you giving away your energy without realizing it? Are you allowing external circumstances to affect your emotional state? By becoming more self-aware, you can consciously choose to protect your energy by shifting your focus, letting go of negativity, and redirecting your attention to more positive or peaceful thoughts. Physical protection of your energy is just as important as mental and emotional protection. Your body is the vessel that holds your energy, and taking care of it is essential to maintaining a high energy level. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, adequate sleep, and hydration are all important practices that support the vitality and strength of your energy field. When your body is well cared for, your energy flows more freely and is less susceptible to outside influences. It's also essential to practice relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga to release tension and restore balance to your energy. Visualization is another powerful tool for protecting your energy. You can use visualization to create an energetic shield around you, protecting yourself from negative influences. Picture yourself surrounded by a glowing protective light or an energy field that repels negativity. This energetic shield can be imagined as a bubble or barrier that keeps out harmful emotions or draining energies, while allowing positive, supportive energy to flow freely. By visualizing this shield regularly, you strengthen your ability to protect your energy from external forces. Another important aspect of protecting your energy is learning to detach from outcomes. When you become overly attached to specific outcomes or expectations, you give away your power and energy to the situation. This attachment creates resistance, stress, and anxiety. Instead of trying to control everything, practice letting go of the need to control outcomes. Trust that the universe will bring you what you need and allow things to unfold naturally. By releasing attachment, you conserve your energy and free yourself from unnecessary stress. Reflect on the people, situations, or habits that drain your energy. Set clear boundaries around these influences, whether it's limiting time spent with certain individuals, saying no to obligations, or protecting your emotional space. Practice mindfulness to check in with your energy throughout the day, and use techniques like visualization and self-care to replenish your energy. Remember that protecting your energy is a form of self-respect and self-love, and it is essential for maintaining balance and well-being. Protecting your energy is not about shutting yourself off from the world. It's about learning how to engage with the world in a way that supports your well-being. By identifying what drains your energy, setting boundaries, and practicing self-care, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded and aligned with your goals. You begin to radiate positive energy that attracts the right opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. When you protect your energy, you empower yourself to live a more focused, balanced, and fulfilling life. As you reach the end of this journey through the powerful principles and practices shared in this book, it's essential to remember that the path to unlocking your full potential is an ongoing process, a journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. The tools, strategies, and insights you've encountered here are not just theories or abstract concepts. They are actionable practices that, when consistently applied, can transform your life in profound ways. Each chapter has provided you with a unique key to understanding and mastering different aspects of your mindset, energy, and emotional resilience. You've learned how to harness the power of belief, embrace challenges, take full responsibility for your life, and develop a mindset of persistence and focus. You've explored the importance of patience, self-reflection, and understanding the energy that surrounds you. You've discovered how to protect your energy, release blockages, and project your intentions with clarity. These are not isolated techniques. Together, they form a cohesive, powerful system for achieving success and living a life of purpose. The true power of this book lies in its application. Knowing these principles is not enough. You must integrate them into your daily life. Practice the art of energetic projection, strengthen your mental filters, and embrace solitude for self-reflection. Trust in the process of growth, and be patient with yourself as you release old limiting beliefs and align with your true purpose. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you are meant to be. As you move forward, remember that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth. Life will continue to challenge you, but with the mindset and tools you've developed in this book, you are now equipped to face those challenges with resilience, clarity, and strength. The key is to remain steadfast in your commitment to personal growth, knowing that each obstacle is simply a stepping stone toward your greater potential. Success is not an overnight event. It is the accumulation of small, consistent actions, positive choices, and a mindset that believes in its own power. The energy you put out into the world will come back to you, and as you continue to project positive intentions, protect your energy, and trust the process, you will begin to attract the experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your vision. Remember, the journey of self-empowerment is lifelong. There will always be new lessons, challenges, and opportunities for growth. Embrace this continuous journey with an open heart and mind, knowing that the best version of yourself is always emerging. You have the power within you to create the life you desire, and with the principles from this book, you are ready to take that first step toward unlocking your full potential. You are capable of achieving greatness, and the time to start is now. Believe in yourself, protect your energy, project your intentions with clarity, and trust that every action you take brings you closer to the life you were always meant to live.